Good morning everyone. It's 10 to 7 on Monday, March the 20th. Me and my best friend Lauren are backpacking through Australia's east coast right now. We are in Noosa and today is a very exciting video because we are leaving this morning to go to Fraser Island. I'm so excited. Everyone says that this is like the best thing that they've done in Australia. So we've got our 2 bags to take away on the island and then the company is going to store our luggage for us, and we're actually coming back to a different hostel and we're leaving in Noosa because you can come back to Noosa after you go from Noosa, if that makes sense. That's good because it would have been a bit of a faff with the different hostels if we couldn't store it there. We're now just waiting on our bus to come pick us up. I think it's about 2 hours from here to Rainbow Beach and then I think we get the boat from Rainbow Beach. I'm so tired. Let's go. I'm a bit scared about this experience, but I'm sure it'll be fun. We have jumped in these 4x4s and allocated some people to be our drivers. We've driven about an hour and a half to Rainbow Beach, picked some more people up. We're just at the port waiting for the ferry to take us over to Fraser Island, and apparently it's just going to be like a 5-minute ferry. I can see it crossing over there. We're allowed to jump out the car if we want. I've just come back in to get my sunnies and film a little clip. So beautiful here. Like the sand is so white, so soft. I can't wait to get on and see what the accommodation and everything is like. We're not entirely sure if it's camping or cabins because me and Lauren were under the impression that it was camping, but some girls here say that they're in cabins, so unless we've got like some separate accommodation with some of us, I don't know. I look a hot mess, but we have arrived and I'm actually so excited because we are not camping. There are showers, there is bed, they have towels. This is like a resort. This is better than the hostel where we were just staying, and they've got this little outside space with direct access to the beach because if you go out the normal way there's dingo gates which are electric, which will electrocute you. So we're in the dingo free zone and there's little camp lounge here. This is so cute. We have got a really nice bedroom with an ensuite bathroom and there's all these little cabins.
Bunch of people, one of very few Australian tribes, they used to actually do scarification. So they actually used to use a blade that actually cuts the design.
We've just got back from, I think it's called the Wabby lake, something like that, and I had a shower and oh my god, I used a proper towel for the first time in 2 months. It felt lovely and I've just like, this is wet and grease. Slick my hair back again. I'll wash my hair tomorrow. That's another thing. This place comes with shampoo, conditioner and body wash, which I didn't bring because I thought that we were camping without showers. So thank God the company that they use for the shampoo, body wash and conditioner is like one that is okay for grey waste or something like that, because obviously like this is an island, they take their sustainability and everything very seriously, so it's like stuff that can go down with the water, which I thought was really cool and interesting. We're back now and I didn't really think about bringing clothes to change into things for like the evening, so I've literally just changed into pajamas and we're gonna have dinner. I think it is kangaroo burgers for the meat eaters and we're gonna have some vegetarian burgers. We got told to bring our own alcohol if we wanted it, so I've got a few tinnies to drink. I think I might have some more tomorrow as well. I bought 3 with me, but they're 6%. I don't remember Captain Morgan's and Coke cans in the UK being 6%, but 1 can is enough for me. That was such an amazing first day. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. It was hard work. Like those sand dunes, I don't like walking on sand, that's such a workout. It rained on the way back through the jungle and it was such a nice refreshing rain and everyone could kind of go at their own pace. I just felt really happy. The lake was beautiful, stunning. I swam in it a little bit and just talked to everyone here. There's about 25 to 30 people on this trip I think, which sort of feels like a school trip, but everyone seemed really nice and a few of them we've realised are actually going on our Whitsundays tour in a few days time. Loving Fraser Island so much. I think I'm gonna drive the 4x4 tomorrow. Bit nervous, but it looks absolutely stunning. Can't wait to get some footage of that. And also we're gonna find out tonight what we're doing tomorrow. We'll just see how it goes.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I
god. It is our first and only full day on kgari today. I think I've been saying kgari, but it's kgari, which means paradise to the Butchular people, which is the indigenous people that were here before us basically. Fraser Island is what it was known as to the people that came here when they named it, but actually apparently the Australian government has changed it to kgari, so that's its proper name now, which is good. But like I said, today's our first full day. Yesterday we just had some nice drinks by the campfire and then actually went out to look at the stars, which were beautiful. I think I saw the Milky Way. It was absolutely incredible. That is the most amount of stars I've ever seen in my whole life. Then this morning we also got up at 5 AM for sunrise and first light, which was beautiful. And now we have come to this lake. It is got tea tree oil in it from the tea trees around, so the water looks a bit red sometimes. I think tea tree oil makes it red, but it's also white sand beaches. Our tour leader Brett was saying that he gets most of his stories from his Butchular friends, but they keep some stories sacred to themselves. They don't like to tell them, and they won't tell him anything about this lake, so he thinks that it's really, really sacred to the Butchular people, which is so special and so interesting. I love learning about things like that. I'm just having a great day. Today's quite full on. It's very bumpy. Skirt, skirt. We have arrived at Eli Creek. It is really windy, so the sand is like whipping me, so I'm behind the car door. We don't have that many dinghies, so we have to wait for people to go around in the dinghy. But apparently this water is 200 years old. That's insane, and it's also the second purest water in the world, only behind like high altitude glaciers, which is pretty cool. It's pretty clear, really nice. Yeah, vlog. Hi guys, remember to like and subscribe. It's pretty beautiful, but I didn't think it would be this windy. It's making it a bit cold. We stopped and had some lovely wraps for lunch, and now we have driven on a bit further down the beach towards the champagne pools, which we are walking to now. But what a gorgeous walk on the way. Absolutely stunning. Brett said the champagne pools is one of his top 2 things to do on Fraser Island, so no one's asked him what number 1 is yet, but I'm excited. I'm getting into the rock pool. Oh, oh, it's hard to walk. There's fishies! Hello fishies! Oh my god, it's crystal clear. Brett said that this was where the Butchular people used to fish, because the water would come in and then the fish would just be trapped in here, so they don't even have to do anything, which is so cool. I'm so scared I'm going to drop my GoPro. I think this is one of the coolest things I've ever done. This is so beautiful. We have come to the shipwreck on Fraser Island, which was SS Maheno, I think he said. Scottish ship built for passengers between New Zealand and Australia, but was also used in World War I and used for bombing practice for Australians in World War II before the Japanese bought her for parts before World War II, tried to tow it back to Japan, and then the tows cut and it got stuck here basically, is what they think happened. But look how cool it is. Brett says most of it is also under the sand, like she was originally massive, and her rear is missing from when the Australians did their bomb testing. It is our last morning on Fraser Island. It's so sad to leave. Yesterday was incredible, saw so many good things, and this morning we are all packed up in the boot and ready to go, but first we've got some stops. We won't actually be leaving until about 1. Heading now to Lake McKenzie. Lake McKenzie is one of the most famous things to do on the island. I know, I had definitely seen Instagrams of it before I came. When we arrived, it was a bit overcast, but soon it brightened up and the sun came out. This is the clearest water I've ever seen in my life. Apparently it is so pure it's unsuitable for many species. It is a perched lake, which means it contains only rainwater and is not fed by streams or flow to the ocean. Definitely a highlight for me, and a must do in Australia. Then we had our very first dingo sighting. They're a kind of wild dog that roam free and can be quite dangerous. After we left Lake McKenzie, we were leaving on there's a one-way in road and one-way out road, and one of the trucks basically broke down. We had to spend about half an hour trying to jump start it, wasn't working, tried to tow it, wasn't working. Basically we had to call for help at camp to get another car to pick them up. And then we had some lunch at the rainforest. Can't quite remember the name. After that, just had a quick walk around. That was also a sacred place for the Bachelor people. Apparently the creek in the rainforest was a birthing creek for the Bachelor women, which I thought was quite cool. And now we have come to this area to wait while Brett goes and gets the trailer, which has some people's luggage in it. And then sadly it is time to leave kgari. I am so sad. This has come round so quickly. 3 days is not enough, but at the same time I'm absolutely shattered. I need a good night's sleep. We've been waking up having breakfast at 6:45 the past 2 days, and the day before this morning I also woke up for sunrise. So I'm so tired. I would do it all over again. You really need to come and see kgari. This is something really special, even though it's raining today. Fraser Island was hands down the best thing that I've done in Australia so far. As you can see, I'm back now. I just loved that 3 days so much. I really also would recommend that company that we went with, which is called Kgari Adventures. They have like the whole no waste thing. They're the only company on the island that recycles. And I really love the products that we use in the room from Zero Co, which is safe to use in grey waste or something like that, but basically all of it is safe to use in the water because they live completely off grid. And then also they have solar panels on the top that completely fuels all of the lights and the electricity and everything, which was just amazing. And we had Brett as our tour guide. He was absolutely amazing and I learned so much, and I'm really just so much more like in awe of the Aboriginal people and the Bachelor people that were the first people on Kgari Island. The K is silent. So we came back to Noosa and we booked in a night at Bounce Noosa because we didn't really like the YHA, and Bounce Noosa was amazing. It's a bit more expensive, but it's like a boutique hotel resort style hostel. Doesn't feel like a hostel at all. So we stayed one night there, absolutely glorious. And then we took the 17-hour bus to where I am right now, which is Early Beach. So we've just stayed one night here at Early Beach. We are in Nomads in Early Beach and I really like it so far. We've got like this little house bit. As you can see, I'm in the little sink bit. There's the bin behind me because this is the best lighting. I'll show you around. So there is 2 showers, which is great, and then a separate toilet, which I also really like. And then this is the main area, which is why I didn't really want to film in here. It's quite dark. But as you can see, we're about to check out. I'm the last one in the room right now. Lauren's just having a coffee. We had an 8-bed, which was lovely. It just feels like a little like hut. It doesn't really feel like a hostel. And the outside is so nice as well. There's a pool, there's hammocks, people camp their camper vans here as well. It's like really big grounds. It's really nice. I haven't even really had time to explore. And the reason that we're just staying here one night is because we are heading to the Whitsundays today, which I'm so excited. Oh, I'm white. Well, I've been white this whole time anyway. I've packed again my cankin and my little tote bag, which is what I did for kgari, and we are going to leave our big bags here. I think it's $6 a night if you want to leave your bags at the hostel, but that's alright, that's not too much. And then we're going to walk down and get on our Whitsundays. I think we're doing the tour of the boat called the Avatar, which apparently is the chill one, but we're bringing our own alcohol in, so I think it'll all be fine anyway. I've got a box of goon, and I think we're staying at Nomads Early Beach for 2 nights when we come back anyway, so we've got time to see Early Beach. I'm just super excited for the Whitsundays. I think the Whitsundays and kgari Fraser Island are the things that people always talk about the most when they're talking about Australia, so I'm excited to go. Coming up next time, I'm in the Whitsundays and see some of the most spectacular views of my whole life, as well as snorkeling for the very first time.